Erika.
Erika.
Hi, I'm Erika, and I'm here with the legendary Ernie Chan. You want to tell us a little bit about your history in comics?
Oh yeah, back in the 70s when I started, I did work for DC, and later on I did work for Marvel, and I was kept regular on the character Conan. I've been doing Conan for 20 years.
How long have you been doing comics?
It's been about 25 years, give or take a year or two.
You liking the con today?
Sure, why not? This is fun, especially when I have an interviewer as beautiful as you.
Thank you. So are you working on anything lately? Like any comics or books?
I'm semi-retired and I'm just doing commission work from internet and from conventions.
That's pretty cool. Seems like you're working on something pretty cool here right now. Is there anything that motivates you to create these drawings?
It's just whatever comes out of my imagination, and then I play with it and create something new and something that people will love to see. I like to draw and I'm young, and I'm glad that I'm making a living at doing what I like to do.
Cool. Is there anything that you would like to tell your friends out there?
Tell them to come here and buy my art. Yeah.
Well, it's been nice interviewing you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we're off.
Hello, I'm Mr. Lobo. I'm a horror movie host. I have a nationally syndicated television program called Cinema Insomnia. We show a feature film, usually of questionable quality, science fiction, horror, cult items, surrounded with some weird cartoons, old monster movie trailers, old drive-in snack bar ads, and interviews a lot like this one, except that I'm on the other end of the microphone. This is the DVD. These are the episodes of the TV show, only better. This is the slime line. They come in green cases, and they have little slime points you can save up to get prizes and stuff. And so we've got this one, Wasp Woman, which is just our biggest selling one. Voyage to a Prehistoric Planet.
The next space goal is about to be reached. The first landing by man on the planet Venus.
And Ega. I'm going to be in some movies coming up. I'm going to be in the remake of Plan 9 from Outer Space as Criswell.
Can your heart stand the shocking facts about
Grave Robbers from Outer Space. I'm going to also be in the Astro Zombies 3, the third Astro Zombies movie.
You watch in frightened fascination, beating hearts and throbbing living brains are transplanted by a scientist whose motives are entirely dedicated to evil.
I was just in a movie called American Scary, which is just about horror movie hosts, in which not only do I talk about myself, but I talk about Bob Wilkins, who hosted Creature Features, which was the show sort of like mine that I grew up with, inspired me.
That's cool. So what motivated you to be Mr. Lobo?
Well, I don't know if anyone can be motivated to be Mr. Lobo. It just sort of happens to you. But basically, I was a fan of science fiction and horror. I used to watch Creature Features as a kid. I did a revival show with Bob Wilkins where we presented It Came From Outer Space in 3D and had Bob come out and host. And Bob encouraged me to do my own show. And when it came time for the red light on the camera to come on and for me to go, okay, I'm going to be myself or I'm going to be somebody else, I decided that I would be Mr. Lobo. And my brain was thinking, what name would I not mind being called if I'm getting in my car at 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody across the street goes, hey, Uncle Spooky, hey, whatever. No, I don't want to be that guy, Hey, Count Funny Pants, I come here, I saw Night of the Living Dead, it was great. So I figured, Mr. Lobo, I could be somebody's geometry teacher, right? It sort of forces you to respect me at some level because I'm Mr. Lobo. So that's why I'm Mr. Lobo and I'm not Dr. Lobo. Apparently you can't get a doctorate with a GED.
Okay, so Mr. Lobo, what about Mrs. Mittens?
Miss Mittens is my co-host. She is a houseplant, and we have many conversations all of this show, although I don't know if the people at home can hear her talking because she's a houseplant, but I can hear her talking. And I don't know if, maybe I have some, I'm hoping I have some heightened ability to understand houseplants and not just totally crazy.
What about KTEH?
What about KTEH? That's a very good question. They merged with KQED, which is a much bigger public television station, and they basically fired all the hardworking people who work overnights and put those tapes in the machines or run things off the server or make sure the signal's going out into your home. All those people who work overnights are out of a job, and they have a sort of what's an automation where they just have a air check or a replay of all the programming they show at prime time. They just repeat it overnight, and since they call it an air check, they don't have to have employees actually there. But if they don't have employees actually there, who's checking it? Makes you think. Who's checking the air check if everyone's fired? But anyway, so it's unfortunate that there isn't room for independently produced television programs on late night television. Like your program would be a great program overnight, right? I want you to watch Chris and Erika on Mr. Lobo's favorite television show that's not Cinema Insomnia, which you can watch online at cinemainsomnia.com. It's sad that my show isn't on, but it's sadder that the state of broadcast television is so tight that that people are losing their jobs, and a lot of TV stations are wondering what they're going to do to compete in this market. A lot of people are putting their TVs out on the sidewalk and watching their computers.
Thank you for letting me.
Thank you for depressing me, and I'm not doing it anymore. It's just a pain in the ass.